is Insanity with my first ever server review video. It's going to be on a server called Anvilnet, but more specifically the game in it called 2ndLyfe. 2ndLyfe is a modern roleplay game, so it's going to have cars, houses, drugs, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you as much of it as I can. So as you kind of see, there's more on here than just 2ndLyfe. There's Plunder Seas, which is a pirate roleplay, and a few other servers that are either down or kind of inactive right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go to 2ndLyfe. So as you can see by the car and this stuff in my inventory, I've already played a little bit to get some stuff to show you. But first things first, when you start off, it's going to start you in an airplane, and it'll tell you to type /start. Once you type that, it'll put some stuff in chat. You just kind of read it, and then it'll give you a choice of a city to set your home in. Personally, I chose Ambertown. There's also Anvil, the main server or the main city for the server, and Silvertown, which is just another city. And so I have this little car here. To make a car, you have to be the profession of a mechanic, and so there are a bunch of professions. I know there's a cop, there's estate, doctor, and there's another one I can't think of right now. But each one gets certain perks. I know the doctors can make cures, cops can arrest people, mechanics can make these beautiful cars. And so cars made of wool, slabs, glass blocks, and then some stuff for the engine. This one has a redstone block, cobweb, and anvil engine. And so you might have noticed that I didn't list torches in that list, and that's because this is a lock. So to use the car, you have to break that lock, and then you just click on this sign. It'll say in the chat that you successfully started your engine. Then you just get this car key. You can get by typing /kitcar. So now I have two of them. Then if you right click forward, it'll move you a block forward. If you right click back, it'll move you a block back. If you right click side, it'll move you to the side. And if you right click to the other side, it'll move you to that side. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this area. Then if you want to turn your car, which can be pretty essential in some situations, you can just click the steering wheel. If you right click it, you'll turn right. If you left click it, you'll turn left. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this parking lot. As you can see, I'm being careful not to hit anything because these cars can crash, and I believe they get damaged if you crash them. So now that I'm not really in such a cramped space, I'm going to turn cruise on, which means that the car will go faster, a lot faster actually, and the only way to turn it off is by typing /cruise off. So as you can see, I kind of traveled a significant distance in just that short amount of time. So now that I've shown you that, I'm going to go ahead and turn around. This server also has boats. I haven't been able to get my hands on one, but I believe they're driven about the same way as cars. That was pretty lucky. My game was lagging, so I couldn't really see where I was going. Just gonna go ahead and park this back in that spot. You may have seen the little messages in chat saying entering or leaving Brendan_U_B's plots. The server has the precious stones plots. And so pretty much what that is, you place a block, and that allows you to have a plot of a certain size. The iron plots are the smallest one, so you can see there are a few of those to mark these parking spaces. And then the gold blocks are the next size up. All of these ones are inside of the gold block plot. Then I believe there's a bedrock for each city, which covers a very large spot. So, to protect your car from people, you usually type /release, and it'll say your vehicle has been turned off. And you place your lock. Since this is in my plot, I'm the only one that can break that. And then if someone else tries to start my car, it'll say detection failed because the vehicle is locked. So next up on the to-do list is drugs. So this server has a pretty unique drug plugin. I think it's called Drugs XL. And so instead of doing a drug and having it say you're now high, this drug actually gives you effects. So we're going to test each one of these out. This is orange dye or acid. So to do the drugs, you have to hold shift and right click. Certain drugs require other things to use, like cactus green or weed requires a flint and steel and a piece of paper. And quartz or meth needs a flint and steel and either an iron ingot or a blaze rod. I'm not sure which one, but either way I have both. Let's go ahead and do this acid and see what it does. So this is giving me blindness and nausea. So not really any good effects. And I believe some of these drugs have effects in chat. So we're going to go ahead and test that. Yes, that kind of messed up my chat. Then, to get rid of the drug effects, you can use coffee. It can also be used as a drug. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And all my effects are gone. Next up is pink dye or ecstasy. I'm going to go ahead and use that. So it's giving me speed, mining fatigue, and nausea. So if you want to get somewhere fast but don't really worry about the nausea, or if you need to dig something up, then you can just use this. And I believe it also has chat effect. So that puts a bunch of hearts and smiley faces in your chat. And also gets rid of some of the letters. Let's go ahead and get rid of the effects of that. Next up is quartz or meth. Gonna do that. And as you can see, I lost my iron ingot. It consumes that whenever you're doing it. So if you want to smoke a lot of meth, you need to use a lot of iron. So this gives you strength 2, nausea, and resistance, and it has no effect on chat. Next up is weed. This is going to get rid of the paper. So as you can see, the paper's gone. This gave me slowness 3, mining fatigue, and nausea. There's not really any good effects. I guess just if you want to do a drug, that's there. I believe it's pretty cheap, so it's just a cheap fix if you want to break the law. Next up is sugar or cocaine. This one's my personal favorite. You use sugar, it gives you speed, haste, jump boost, and nausea. So you can run really fast, jump really high, and break things fast, which unfortunately I can't show you. Next up is cyanide, which, as you probably guessed, will kill you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's taking away my health a little bit at a time, and then all in one it'll just kill me, like that. So I'm going to respawn. It'll spawn you in this spawn point. There's not really anything here, just this sign. So I'm going to go ahead and type /back to get back to my stuff. And finally, I'm going to show you the effects of coffee. Coffee gives you speed and haste for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to leave this on here. because it gives you After Effects also. Alright, that's about to wear off, and it's going to give me slowness and mining fatigue. So pretty much the exact opposites of the original effects. So this just kind of to make sure people don't just abuse the coffee, I guess. So now that I've showed you all the drugs, the next thing on the list is guns. At this point in the game, there are only two types of guns. There's the Olympia and the Desert Eagles. The Olympia has 2 shots. This one isn't fully loaded, so it only has 1. And the Desert Eagle has 7 shots on both sides, so a total of 14. And this one isn't fully loaded either. So I'm going to go ahead and find some. I guess I can use these animals. So pretty much to shoot them, you just click. The Desert Eagle, since it has 7 shots on both sides, you can shoot 7 shots by right clicking and 7 shots by left clicking. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot that chicken. And it was a 1-hit kill with a chicken. Let's see how it is on a pig. Same with a pig. So it's 1-hit kill for all the animals, but I'm not sure how it is on humans. Next up is the Olympia. This only has 2 shots, and you shoot it by left clicking. Let's test it out on the sheep. Oh, it's an interesting glitch. Testing that sheep. It was a 1-hit kill, and it also cooked the sheep. I believe this does a lot more damage than the Desert Eagle, so if you use this on a person, it'll really mess him up. These stone buttons are used as ammo for the guns, so if you run out of ammo, just have a stack of these in your inventory. Now, like I was saying before, when you first join the game, it'll give you the option of 3 cities to join. I chose Ambertown, so when I type /home, it'll bring me to a hotel for Ambertown. It's pretty much just a place where new players can rent houses for pretty cheap. It's got all these little apartments that are about $100 a day. All you have to do is just click this sign. If it is red, that means someone else is already renting it and you can't rent it. If it's black, that means it's still for rent. So all of these ones are rented out. And then there are 10 floors in this building. So if you don't find a plot on the first floor for rent, just use this elevator. How to use this is you just click this sign until the desk line has the floor you want to go to, and then you just press this button. Now, something also in the cities right next to the hotels are resource mines. Each city has a different resource mine with different things in it. This one has stone, iron, gold, and netherrack, and glowstone, as you can see. So if you need any of those things, you can just come here and mine them. I believe silver has gold, iron, stone, and nether quartz, and Anvil has gold, iron, stone, and coal. What's this? Is this another one? Oh, I can't go in there. That's weird. Maybe that's a donor mine. Looks like that one's for clay and bricks, maybe. Well, that's all I really have to show you. If you guys want to play this server, I'll put the link to the website and the IP address in the description. If you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you just want me to keep going, please like this video. That'll definitely encourage me. And I'll be trying to put up at least 1 video a week. There might be some weeks I do more, some weeks I do less, but I'll definitely try to stay constant. If you need me to review your server, just tell me in the comments, or maybe just my email address is insanity@gmail.com. That's INS4N1TYMC @gmail.com. So, I guess this is Insanity signing off for the first time ever. See you next week.